Welcome back, battlers, to the Poke Battle Network. Today, we are going to be looking at the Zodiac Cup. This is the March meta for the DevonCorps GG, their ranking system. This is their third meta. So far, the Sovereign Cup and the Knockout Cup have been really fun, providing us with really spicy Pokemon to play with and things that we haven't seen in the play Pokemon scene, the battling scene there. So I'm loving it as we get into the Zodiac Cup. Again, it's adding to that spice, that Pokemon that we know are good but aren't the best for the Pokemon meta. Like in these typings, they're good in their typings, but there's one Pokemon that's always dominating. That's why they can't shine. And I think this Zodiac Cup is going to help us get these Pokemon to come out and really shine for us. These Pokemon can also be used in many different ways, not just for what they are. What I mean by that, so looking at the psychic typing that we have here, we've got Cresselia. We know what Cresselia is going to do. Mew, though, on the other hand, we don't know what Mew is going to do. Mew can be the Volt Switch, Grass Knot, Rock Slide throwing Mew, you know, anti-flyer, anti-water Mew, or you can make Mew whatever you want, but that's what I'm saying. There are Pokemon out there like the Gallade in this typing as well that has the counter or the confusion. You can throw your opponents off. You've got Alakazam there, counter or Psycho Cut, Galarian Slowbro, and that's going to round off the Psychic typings here. But this is what these typings are going to do, and a lot of these Pokemon have a different play all around the board, so it's going to be really interesting to see how people build their teams. As we're going to look at the rest of the typings now, going into the normal typing, you've got the Greedent, again, another build as you would like. It has the Trailblaze, it's got the Crunch, the Body Slam, you can rock Mud Shot, Bullet Seed if you want that energy. Like, there's a lot of ways to play the Greedent. You've got the Munchlax, which is going to do the same that it's supposed to do, just like Beware as well. Then you've got Snorlax, which is going to have that super power just like Beware, going to have a super effective fast move, fighting move that's going to be effective against all the other normal and ice typings. So Snorlax there could be the way to go for you. But if you're having fun with Furret up in the Sovereign Cup, maybe you just transfer it over here in the Zodiac Cup, enjoying your time with that. Maybe you liked Staraptor earlier and you're like, this is a flying Pokemon that has a fighting move. I'm losing my mind right now. This Pokemon gets close combat, so maybe this might be the Pokemon for you in this meta. You've got also Gas Form, the Galarian Linoone, and Girafarig. Now, shadows are allowed, so there's a lot of different kind of play here with a lot of these Pokemon, as Girafarig has shadow ability with Confusion, with Double Kick, with Psychic Fangs. There's some things you can do, again, with these Pokemon. That's why I'm just so grateful the developers are allowing us to play these kind of team building play styles. The Sovereign Cup's been so much fun. We're going to take a look now into the ground typing and the steel typing. We see the Donphan, the K-Slash, and the Ursaluna. Donphan, again, you got a counter, a Mud Slap, a Charm User. What are you going to use, right? In the steel typing, Excadrill and Berserker, they're gonna be what they're going to be. We know what they are. We're gonna have in the ice Pokemon, you should have at least one ice Pokemon good to go. I'd say this is where you probably build your team off of, either the Frostlass or the Walrein or the Lapras. Maybe you've got a Celio you're really proud of. You're a good Celio battler with a Shadow Celio. Titan's a good Pokemon there. Let's get that Body Slam. It's got Avalanche there, but that's what these ice Pokemon are there for. They're gonna spam off those Pokemon, those charge moves, and force those shields. And then you just get Regice, which has lock on and has just a wide variety of moves that gives you coverage up and down the board against all these 51 amazing Pokemon. Going into the water typing, you've got the Tentacruel, the Legacy Sea King, you've got Barbaracle, you've got the Suicune, the Water Gun Confusion using Golduck, and the Starmie. Now again, a Pokemon like Suicune has the Snarl and the Bubble. You can play with that. The Shadow on the Tentacruel just boosted it up, but the Barbaracle has the opportunity to be like a Cross Chop or an X-Scissor Barbaracle, Aqua Jet, or Stone Edge. Like, there's play around Barbaracle that you can put. If you're starting to see a lot of ice, maybe this is the Pokemon that you bring in to hard wall those ice tank Pokemon. Going into the rest, we've got the fighting Pokemon in Pangoro, in Surfetch, of Galarian, Farfetch, and then you've got the Sneasler here. Sneasler is good with the X Scissor, so it'll be interesting to see if any of these fighters really do play, because there's not that many flying Pokemon, and if there are, they're maybe rocking close combat. You in the Dragon version, you've got the Zweilous, you got Dragonite, and you got Kingdra. Now, in this kind of meta, if Kingdra can play and shine for you, bring out the Kingdra. That Dragon and Water typing is so good together. It is hard to really get a good nuke move off on Kingdra, and it's got that Dragon Breath, it's got Octazooka, you can hit Hydro Cannon, Hydro Pump. Like, they don't give Kingdra anything because Kingdra is already quietly good. That if they gave Kingdra anything, Kingdra would just go off, especially with that Shadow boost. So be on the lookout, maybe Kingdra might be the way. Then in the bug typing, you get Ariados, you get Pinsir, and you get Armadillo. I'm gonna give my love to Ariados, but maybe Armadillo because it has the rock move and giving that coverage that you might want. This might be the Pokemon for you with those Fury Cutters too. Put those grass in check, as we're gonna see in the grass typing. You got Crawdilly, you got Jumpluff, you got Roserade and Sceptile. I'm gonna say give it to Sceptile in this typing with the Fury Cutter, the Leaf Blade, the Frenzy Plant, the Dragon Claw. This Pokemon has a ton of charge moves that you're gonna have to look at, but I feel like Sceptile is gonna be that good energy farmer for you and get and spam those shields for you. Holding down the fire is the Incinerate using, Drill Run loving, flame charging pony that loves to trust you, Ponyta, and Rapidash. So there it is there, the Rapidash rocking the fire for you. Then you get the electric with Electivire and the Hisuian Electroid. So some grass electric there, might be some interesting typing. Then in the dark, rounding us off, you get the Hisuian Quillfish, the Malamar, the Skunk Tank, and the Alolan Muck. Now, I know I love my Alolan Mucks here and there, so seeing it come back into play could be great. It's got Snarl, it's got Poison Jab, you got Dark Pulse, Sludge Wave, you can even Acid Spray if you want to be, you know, quote unquote cute. But looking at all this, it's going to be some interesting gameplay that I think you, the battler, are going to be able to grow on. And when I say grow, I mean feel comfortable playing some of these other Pokemon against some of these top tier Pokemon, some of these heavier hitting Pokemon. You're gonna start getting that comfortability with these Pokemon. That's what I'm loving about DevonCorps GG, is that some of these Pokemon we've already played over the two metas, the Mew and the Knockout Cup, right? We've got Ariados from Knockout Cup as well in the Sovereign Cup. We've had Furret coming out from the Sovereign Cup, Malamar doing great, the Hisuian Quillfish doing great in the Sovereign Cup. Like, they're still giving us stuff that we've had. But in these metas, we're starting to grow with a lot of these Pokemon. Tentacruel's been in Knockout Cup, been around. Like, it is amazing to see the ability that we're getting, and then we're gonna see this transfer over in GBL. You'll see it transfer over in all your other battling skills and your other Show 6 formats. But Zodiac right here, I'm just so hyped to see all these really fun Pokemon as we're gonna hit the last battle with my teammate EV2E, as we're just digging out these fun spice Pokemon. Now I've got Mudshot on my homeboy Greedent, and I took that real hard. Now I'm rocking Mudshot and Crunch. Again, you can have Body Slam on this thing. You can have Trailblaze. I threw the, oh no, sorry, I don't have Crunch, I have Body Slam. But you can have Crunch. I threw Trailblaze, boost up my Mudshots, do a little more super effective on the fast move before I go away. I get that Body Slam off. Here comes my counter user, finding the synergy within the micro play of these matchups. A lot of my Sovereign Cup has come down to like 1 HP and Dreams, and that's gonna be shown. You'll see that in the PvP from Palatine, as I'm gonna show that off. But we get the Alakazam, who's got a nuke move and gets to it quickly thanks to counter. Now, I do love Satitan. It's a big, thick, tanky Pokemon, 202 health. It's pure ice, so it's no water typing. You don't have to worry about an electric bothering you, although electrics aren't going to be a thing here, nor do you have to worry about grass, which might be a thing. You can hard wall a lot of things, and you have that Body Slam spam still. So I feel like people are going to start seeing more love for Satitan in this meta, as my counter takes that defensive dropped Berserker all the way down, and oh no, my Alakazam is not healthy at all. Alakazam cannot take a hit. So if you're getting Alakazam, you're gonna give some shields there. But that was some super fun spice Pokemon I got to play with. I can't wait to build a team of 6 and just start having fun with all of those Flash pop-up tournaments that we have here in the Flash Forever server. So be on the lookout and try to get as many practice tournaments as you can after March 1st. And the reason I say after March 1st is because March 1st, when the Zodiac Cup actually comes out, the meta will shift. There will be a new season in the Pokemon Niantic, and things will shift. So moves might be different for some Pokemon. I'm not saying don't start building your team now. I'm saying be aware that something might shift. So you might build a great team, and you know what? Something might happen where you're not playing with Dragonite, but now Dragonite's Dragon Claw got 5 extra damage. Now you're gonna play with Dragonite, right? So not saying like don't build a team or anything yet. I'm just saying be on the lookout for a meta change. Besides that, good luck to all you battlers as you are ranking up this season in DevonCorps GG. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel to get more Zodiac Cup information, as we'll have Brown Baller and Hurricane Kaz coming through for a wonderful meta breakdown. We're going to be talking more about types this time. Thank you all for watching the first look. I am SosaFlow. This is Poke Battle Network, and like always, keep on battling.